Hey guys, so for episode 3 of my little vlog series, we're going to do something a little bit different. So you guys know, or some of you know, I bought a YZ125 last week, and today we're going to be doing some testing on it. Roland from Hardcore sent me some race parts to go on it, so we're going to test the bike. So first of all, what I'm going to do, just talk you through what my initial thoughts of the bike are. So recently I've been riding, recently I've ridden a brand new KTM 125 and also a tuned KTM 125, and I made the decision to go, like after riding those bikes, it was so much fun, and I made the decision to buy a 125 and I went with the Yamaha. Initial thoughts on the bike, I was really quite impressed with the bike straight away. Obviously, you know, everyone says that they're a little bit down in power on the KTM, but straight away I was quite impressed with the way that the bike handled. Just, you know, so much fun to ride. You know, the bike does exactly what you want it to do, and turns really well as well. You know, that's one thing I really liked. The bottom end of the bike was really good. Bottom to mid is really strong. The bike's got like a lot of meat, a lot of torque off the bottom all the way to the mid, and you know, just a nice bike to ride. You know, it's quite easy to maneuver and stuff. One thing it lacks on the KTM is definitely the over rev. The KTM definitely revs on a lot more, and it's got like a lot more top end power. And also you got to ride the YZ a lot harder. You know, like you got to be perfect on your gear change, and if you make a mistake, I feel like you lose a lot more time on the YZ. So we've got these parts now to test, and hopefully, you know, we can bridge the gap between the KTM. You know, just a bit of fun. You know, like it's not like I'm going to be racing this or anything like that, but I just really want to test it and see the difference of it. You know, so it's a stock standard bike. It's a 2017. I got it with about 10-15 hours on it, still like on original sprockets and stuff. It's got an HGS pipe on it. It's a little bit mullered, but it has got a pipe on it. And the only thing I've done, I changed the chain and sprockets, and I went from a 48 rear to a 49 rear, and I felt like that was a positive change. So yeah, basically today we're at Oncot on a private hire, and we've got about five or six things to test. So what I'll do is I'll do a 50-minute moto on each thing, and then on the last lap of my moto I'll put my GoPro on and do one lap, so you guys can hear the difference in the motor, and also we can get a lap time from it. You know, like the GoPro will give us a lap time on it, and after every change I make, I'm going to do one thing at a time, and after every change I make, I'll document it and tell you guys the differences that I felt on it. So let's go riding. Okay, so just been out for the first session of the day, and the track's so sick. The guys have done a good job on it, and some nice new jumps with some reface takeoffs and stuff, so you can get some nice whips on the go. And the bike feels awesome, to be fair. Like, I'm actually, you know, quite intrigued to see if you can get it much better than that. It felt like just crisp, you know. I don't know if it's because it's a little bit colder today, but man, the bike did feel pretty awesome. So be pumped if we can make it any better than what it is at the minute. So these are the parts we've got to test. We've got an HGS pipe and silencer. We've got some V-Force reeds, reed block, VHM head with an insert. I think we've also got a special spark plug. Yeah. yeah, so we've got a special plug with a plug cap, anti-detonation I think, and then some jets. So we're gonna rejet the bike to match all this stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like. So it's a standard bike. The pipe's a little bit mullered, but it runs pretty good. Made the first change of the day, and first of all what I did was I changed the jets. So I had a 440 main in it and a 45 pilot, and I changed it from to a 520 main, so went like a long way up on it. I was actually quite skeptical, you know, that's a big jump from a 440 to a 520. So 520 main, and then went leaner on the pilot jet. We went to a 40, so we went from a 45 to a 40, and then I put the new pipe on. And man, it was awesome, to be fair. Like, it actually brought like more bottom into the bottom. I didn't think that was possible, but it brought more bottom end in and made it a bit more torque at the top. So the bike definitely revs on a little bit more now. And also what I found is like you can like ride like a higher gear a lot easier, where before you had to change down gear a lot and just keep it singing. Now like it does take that higher gear a little bit more, and it definitely feels a lot more torquey at the top end. So very positive change. I don't know if it's because the pipe was brand new, but man, it did sing, and you guys will see in the GoPro video, you can literally hear it, you know. So next change we're going to do, I'm busy trying to get the airbox off, and I'm going to put the V-force on. Yo, so just finished another session. That session I tested the V-force, so I chucked a V-force in, and straight away in the first lap I rode it, and I was actually thinking like, man, this doesn't actually feel like heaps better than I really expected it to. And then man, after one lap, I don't know if it was because the bike got warmer, but it was unbelievable. Like exactly what I was hoping it was going to do. It kind of did. It kind of made a lot more like over rev and brought like it moved the meat of the power towards the top. So yeah, I was super stoked, man. And you want to hear it now, like it sounds like a full-on race bike, you know, like it misses when it over revs, and just got so much, it feels like it's got so much extra power at the top. Like it just keeps singing. You can ride the gear like a lot longer. And what I used to find before I did any of these changes, when the bike got to the top of the power band, it almost felt like the clutch was slipping, like the bike wasn't really going forward. And now it's completely different, you know. The bike just keeps singing and it keeps pulling. Like when it gets to the top of the rev range, when there's not much like power going to the engine, the bike still keeps singing, which is exactly what I was hoping for, you know, because the bike had plenty bottom to start with, and these changes we've made have enhanced the bottom end, but it's definitely brought some power to the top as well. And yeah, singing, dude. Like I'm so stoked. Such a fun bike. Like it was a fun bike to ride before, but now with this extra power, it's you know, coming out of corners, like I can go around the corners quite comfortably in second now and get on the gas, and the power's there, where before you kind of had to clutch it to keep it going, and then the power would come in. So you know, like I said before at the start of the video, I said it's a little bit harder to ride the Yamaha compared to the KTM. With these changes I've made, it's definitely a lot easier to ride the bike, and you don't have to ride it as hard. The bike kind of does the work for you, so I'm super stoked on that. We've got one more thing to try. I don't know if I'm going to try it today. We've got a VHM head and an insert to try, but I'm not sure if I'm going to try that because you need a special needle, and I don't have that needle. So one more thing I might try put this plug cap and the special plug in and see if there's any difference in that, and then we'll have to wait another day to try the head. But man, such a fun bike to ride, and man, I could ride that bike all day now, you know. It's so much fun on the track. So just finished the last test for the day, and the last thing I tried was the really short spark plug with a special cap. And I think it's like a special anti-detonation kind of thing. I've never really seen one before, and to be honest, I thought, you know, like I didn't think it was going to make that much of a difference, but to be fair, like it did change it quite a bit. Like just made it feel cleaner, kind of like felt like it leaned it out a little bit and just made it cleaner all the way through the power. Like the pipe is like so blue, you know, and like did a 30-minute motor there, and just so much fun, dude. Like could ride that bike all day long. Everything you do is fine, turning's fine, and especially now that it's tuned, like you don't have to work it. Well, not tuned, but I've put these parts on. You don't have to work it as hard, you know, like the power's there, and you can kind of like play with the power now, like where before like it was like laboring a little bit out the turns, like you had to like ride the clutch and make sure everything was perfect. It's definitely not like that now, you know. It's definitely made the bike a lot easier to ride, and just a lot of fun, you know. Like really excited to try this head. Hopefully I can get that needle soon, and I'll try the head, you know. Like if that's another little benefit, then that'll be cool, because I'm really stoked at where the bike is at now, you know. It's got the power now, and it's just such a comfortable bike to ride, you know. You can just flick it about anywhere. I guess the only thing I can try after that is maybe an ignition, maybe make a little bit of a gain from that, and then fuel, you know. But I'm not going to go to the lengths of putting good fuel in it. I think with this head and the right insert and this plug, you know, I think it'll be golden. So yeah, awesome days riding, and can't wait till the next one.